Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Here we go again, where they are telling you exactly what they plan for you. It's something that people in politics and people in positions, it seems as though they have to tell you what they're going to do to you before they do it, so you can't say, well, they didn't tell us, we didn't know. You know. Okay, so in this particular episode of them talking about the spike in crime, and they're saying in efforts to stem the current spike of crime and violence in Barbados, the Barbados Police Service will establish a serious organized crime unit. Did you see that? They are going to create an organized crime unit, not an anti-organized crime unit. Not there's no ANTI before organized, okay? And just like the fraud squad in Barbados is not anti-fraud. Is it squad? Wherever the squad unit you have when something happens to you, when you've been defrauded and you go into the police to make a complaint, you go to the fraud people. You don't go to the anti-fraud people. And do you know that those people in that unit, they have been accused of fraud? Like when you come in there and tell them that something has happened, you could be easy picking and they can go after the same complaint that you're making. They can find some loophole to take it from you, and then it's them that you have to look at. Is the person that you initially went in to complain about is out of the picture, and then the people that work in that particular unit, you're looking at them because they're the ones who are the fraudsters. It's a fraud squad. It's a fraud unit. It's not anti-fraud. It's not something to against fraud. So here it is that they're talking about crime in Barbados, the current spike of crime and violence in Barbados. And then Mia Mottley had the gall to come before the cameras and talk about establishing a more organized one, a more organized crime unit. Okay, that street thing, that street stuff, that's not really organized. That's disorganization there, okay? They're getting caught, they're hurting each other, they're just like doing crazy stuff because it's not thought out. What they're doing, what the Block Boys are doing, it's not really thought out. So we're going to be serious about this, okay? We're going to organize this, okay? We're going to have our own crime unit. So do you see what they're telling you? Do you see what they're saying? Words are important. The missing words are important. Added words are important, okay? But the missing words, you have to look at a sentence and see it for what it is and see what is missing, okay? So during a press conference, the Prime Minister said that they're establishing the unit, and it is the unit is one of two recommendations which will be adopted coming out of a report from the International Police Assistance Service. And she goes on. No. You can go on and you can read this, but I bring this to your attention to tell you that whatever they establish within the police department is going to be worse than the police you have there now. Whatever they create to stamp out crime, it only means that they're going to use the gangsters within the police department that they have there now, the people, the bad cops. They're going to put them in a crime unit because they know of crime, because they're criminals themselves. They themselves are criminals, and it's going to be organized, and they're going to get serious with you because in Barbados and places like Barbados, they have a license to kill and they don't go to prison. There's nobody coming back and tapping them on the shoulder saying, well, you did this 15 years ago, 20 years. Nah, they go free. They have a license to do it, okay? Because your life really does not matter in many ways. Your life does not matter, okay? So when you see Mia Mottley is talking about setting up through the police assistance service and, Barbados police service and all that, when she's talking about that, when you hear that, what she's saying is the bad cops within the service right now, they're going to be made to be in a unit, like people like Everton Gittens, for instance. Everton Gittens, remember him? He could probably lead that particular organized crime unit, because he's trigger happy, and he doesn't mind, he doesn't mind killing. Some of them don't mind killing. And you've heard through Naked Departure before, where there was a special unit within the Barbados. It was royal then. It was done at the pleasure of the Queen. It was royal. So there was a group within that police department, that police force, that they killed people. If you were a nuisance, they were sent to just take you out, and no questions were asked. Like, for instance, Antonio Todd, what happened to him? Who took him out? He was talking about doctors and politicians or whatever who he's been with, and he's gone. So there are always units. The Barbados Police Service now, which before was the Royal Barbados Police Force, they always have had units, killing units within their group, within that group. So now it's coming back, and it's going to be serious, and it's going to be organized. Okay, what's happening on the streets? They're telling you it's disorganized on the streets. It's, you sitting down playing dominoes, and somebody come up, shoot the place. Anyone who gets hit, you're in the wrong place, you're associating with the wrong person, whatever happens. But this one that she's talking about, that Mia Mottley is talking about, is going to be serious, and it's going to be organized. And if you keep your eyes on the ball, if you're watching what's going on, you should check to see if Everton Gittens is going to be part of that unit. Check, keep an eye on it, and see if they pull him to be part of that serious organized crime unit. And you see what it is. I didn't write this. I didn't tell them. I didn't dictate it. I'm not part of any conference. I'm not part of anything there. This is right here. It came to me. It came to you. It's right here in front of your faces. Mia Mottley is saying that she's going to organize a crime unit. A crime unit. The only thing she didn't say is Everton Gittens is going to be heading it, or whatever officer is going to be heading it. I'm sure whoever is heading it has some blood on his hands already. Okay, so she's going to organize it's going to be organized, and it's going to be a crime unit to take care of the street gangs and the street boys and the street people. Okay, that's what she's telling you. I'm just bringing it to you as I see it. Okay, I'm not making it up. I'm just, because you see things and you don't see it. You're going through life blind. Yes, we are all blind, but your blindness is really bad. Sometimes when you can't see, you create different devices that echo location, and you create different things to figure out where you are and how you're gonna move, and how you're gonna survive within your environment. You're not even doing that. So that's where I come in. Mia Mottley is going to establish a serious organized crime unit. It's right there, okay, to take care of the street gangs and the street boys and the block boys and whatever is going on, to stem the current spike in crime and violence in Barbados. This is Sherry Veronica.